I call this park board meeting for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025 to order. First item on tonight's agenda is the approval of the minutes from the June 17th meeting. Members should receive those minutes in their email packets. Does anybody have any additions or corrections? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor? Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Prost?
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Next item on tonight's agenda is the attorney's report.
I have 4 use agreements for consideration. Each of them has been reviewed by the park staff and approved by the park staff and also by Terry Swihart from the legal department. The first is Indris Hauser, and this is for an event to be held on June 24th, 2026. Or this is 20, correct, Jen?
July 24th, 2025.
25, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. For a pickleball tournament.
So Anderson Hauser, this is the second year they're doing this tournament. They put it on last year at Craig Park. It's an evening event from 6 to 9. They do it for a charitable cause, and we have some representatives here from Anders Hauser. If you have any specific questions, it's an intergroup that puts the event on.
Could you guys please identify yourself for the record?
Absolutely. My name's Audrey Pulley, and I'm Sophie Warhead.
Okay.
Well, hi, Council. Nice to meet you. Hello, citizens of Greenwood. Nice to meet you as well. Like I just said, we are from Anderson Hauser, which is a migrant instrumentation company right here out of Greenwood, Indiana. And today we're going to ask to rent out pickleball courts for July 24th to raise money for a great cause. So, a few logistics about the event. We are going to need 7 pickleball courts on that date from 6 to 9, July 24th of this year. And it's a really, really great thing, raising money for a place called Coburn Place, which Sophie will talk to you about here in a second. We're also going to have food and drinks for everybody coming to the event. These are free food and drinks that we'll be providing to them through package. We're also going to be playing music. We'll keep it quiet, I swear, not an interruption, but yeah, that's basically what the event's about. Raising a bunch of money for a great cause, Coburn Place. 100% of the profits will be going there. So I'll let Sophie talk to you about Coburn Place and what it is.
I'm sorry, the profits are going where?
Coburn Place.
And that is a,
She'll tell you about it.
thank you.
Don't even worry, I have a whole spiel prepared.
So Coburn Place is a local organization that provides transitional housing for survivors of domestic violence and their families, which is super awesome. It's local to the greater Indianapolis area, and they provide, again, transitional housing in addition to food access and food banks on site. They also provide legal support for employment and more permanent housing. So everything that we are doing with this organization is to benefit the community directly and people in need within our community, which is a really awesome opportunity. So in addition to this pickleball tournament that we're hoping to put on, we are doing a couple other projects. So with this fundraising opportunity, we're hoping to really increase our input and impact into the community. With your approval, we will be able to really make a positive impact within the greater Indianapolis area. Thank you.
What do you guys charge per team? Just curious.
It's $20 a person.
$20 a person?
Yeah, so they were 2-person teams.
Okay, and how many teams do you expect?
I forget, I think we had 15 to 20.
Okay,
We did last year, so we have a good idea.
great.
Any other questions?
Questions from the board?
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming. Other questions from the board? Need a motion to approve the Anderson Hauser second annual pickleball tournament on July 24th at Craig Park.
So moved.
So I'll second that.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Prost. All in favor, Mr. Prost?
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries.
Have fun.
Good luck.
Next up is the Social of Greenwood, and its event is on May 7th, 2026 from 9 a.m. until noon, and it is for a senior expo.
So this is the 27th annual Senior Expo. We've hosted this for many, many years now. The only potential difference this year is they are starting to outgrow the community center. So they are making the decision whether to keep it at the community center or to move it to the field house. At this time, they're asking you to consider both places because in order to move it to the field house, they need to work out some logistics with how they can shuttle people and things like that. But they'd like to get the date held regardless, and then ultimately we'll decide on which specific venue later. From a park standpoint, we're fine with that. We welcome them at either facility.
And then you guys just change the wording of the contract after they figure out which venue they're gonna use?
Yeah, I think the contract says either or, so we'll
Right, it
just,
does.
yeah, we'll just
Okay.
decide together.
Well, they've been doing it for a long time. They know what they're doing. We welcome them back.
Yeah, it's a well-oiled machine.
Yes, it is. Questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the use agreement with the social agreement for their 2026 Senior Expo.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Mr. Pro, second by Mr. Dietrich. All in favor, Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Pro?
Aye.
I also, motion carries.
Next up is Greenwood Pride, and this event is on June 6th, 2026, from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m.
This is another event we've been doing for several years now. Successful event every year. We haven't had any issues in the past. It is scheduled for next June 6, 2026. And again, it'll be at Woodman Park. That's where it's been the last few years. It runs basically all day. Again, another well-oiled machine. We've got representatives here from Greenwood Pride, if you have any questions.
John, what was your attendance this year?
This year, we've been told between 15 to 17,000 is what we're told this year. And of course, it is a Pride Festival, but we welcome all. It's an all-inclusive family day. We use Greenwood Police Department for our security. They do a great job for us. Yeah, it's a great event. Well-oiled machine. I love it.
Any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the use agreement with Greenwood Pride for their 2026 Pride Festival at Woodman Park.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich, second by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Burton? Aye. Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Probst?
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Next up is City of Greenwood Community Development Services, and its event is on August 9th, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and this is for a bike safety event.
So it is the season for interns. This is another intern project. Isaac Babb, who's interning with CDS, is looking to put on this event with NDOT. He wants to host it, like I said, it's a bike safety program. He wants to host it in Freedom Park on August 9th. It's only for about an hour. His event notification states that he wanted to set up in the grass near the playground. We've encouraged him to use the shelter house instead, so we don't have to deal with any pop-up tents or anything like that. It's just a big gathering place in general. And there are trails right around it for using bikes. So it's a bike safety program. They're gonna hand out some equipment. Again, it's partnership with NDOT. We see no issues with this from the parks.
It's the first time we've ever done this, right?
Correct.
First time the city's done
But
it.
it's essentially a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, a city sponsor.
Questions or comments from the board?
Bike safety, just as in bicycles,
Yeah, it's for
electric
children.
bikes?
So it's bicycles, scooters. I think they're gonna hand out helmets and things like that.
Anything else from the board? Okay, and I need a motion to approve the use agreement with the CDS for their bike safety program August 9th of this year at Freedom Park.
So moved.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Probst?
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. And I believe that's everything on the attorney report. Thanks, Sam. Parks Foundation.
Nothing to report this time. Parks Foundation.
Controllers report. Greg is here tonight.
Good evening. Sent out the financials a couple hours ago. Only thing really not on here is we don't have the monthly bank interest posted yet since today's the first of the month. First page there is your operating funds. The property tax draw came in during June, so you can see that the revenues jumped quite a bit there. We're now to the positive by 600,000-ish. We've actually got enough cash right now on hand to fund the entire year. and then some, which is excellent position to be in. We intend to spend down a big chunk of that though when the AES trail gets a bit out, so that'll eat into that number. Next, the food and beverage tax fund. That one is expenses are over revenues just a little bit there. That one tends to go up and down just monthly depending on the actual revenues coming in from the restaurants, not real concerned there. Your S&R fund is looking really good. Right now you're up to 250K in there. You'll see the biggest part of it is the revenue listed next to youth programs for the year to date. That's brought in close to half of that fund's revenue. So I expect that'll be getting spent this summer. So we'll see that coming down a little bit through the summer. Final page is your impact fees. You're up 120K there. That one's gonna really probably get some spending this year. We've got a couple projects that are gonna be funded with some of that. I know there's at least 1 or 2 trail projects we're working on. But again, those, as we start getting building permits issued for subdivisions, for apartment complexes, we get good revenues in on that. So I expect that'll look pretty good for the rest of the year as well.
Right, thank you for the information. Thanks for being here tonight. Aquatics report. I believe Brooke's here.
Yeah, so things are running smooth over there at Freedom Springs. We are starting to finally make up ground from the first couple of weeks that we were open since we had bad weather. But with it being hot, we have been busy. So we've had a lot of people there, a lot of foot traffic. But things are running smooth. Guards are doing a good job on remaining vigilant on the water. Admission staff are doing a really good job on making sure we're checking for IDs and making sure that we're keeping people safe up there as well. Swim lessons, we have completed 2 of our swim lesson sessions. Those ran very smooth. We actually got a lot of compliments on them as well. So we've been kind of grooving through that. We just started our 3rd session this week. And so that will go into next week. And then our 4th session will be the following week after that. So junior lifeguarding is doing really well as well. We will be wrapping that program up next week. We try to get that wrapped up before school goes back in session. So that's really running very smoothly as well. Other than that, I mean, adult night went really well. Our first adult night, we have our second one on July 18th, thank you, July 18th. So we're working on potentially setting up like a team and stuff with that one. So I'm just kind of working with Troy on getting that all set up. But other than that, things are running pretty smooth.
How many people you get for those adult nights? Just curious.
How many people?
Yeah.
It depends on the night. Usually our first one, we probably hit close to like 700 to 800 maybe.
For the June one was very big because it was really warm that day.
Yeah.
But usually the June one's like 400, the rest of them are 800. But we had 800 people.
Yeah, so I feel like usually the last couple of them we tend to sell tickets out on those. But we reduced the capacity down for safety reasons, obviously, and then go from there. So it's a nice little event. It's upbeat and it's very popular. So.
Well, pray the weather stays warm for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have anything for Brooke? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. Everything's rolling and you got the hot weather benefiting you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good.
Yep.
Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah, thank you.
Parks report. Jim is here.
I believe you got my report. If you got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
Glad you survived another Freedom Fest.
So they're in the books.
How many is this for you? Do you know?
26. Wow. On the late nights.
Yeah.
Now the sports park's rocking and rolling. I think we had the biggest tournament this past weekend so far this season. I think all 8 diamonds were there. I think it was 100 games.
Yeah.
And it's going to fall off a little bit here in the summertime. That'll pick back up.
I went out there last night, watched a little softball, and noticed how full the dumpsters were. So I figured you had a busy weekend,
Yeah.
but the place looks great.
Yeah,
It really does.
pass it up.
Pass our compliments on to the staff. We appreciate everything they're doing. Do I have anything for Jim? Okay, thanks, sir. Trails?
Nothing new to report there. We're still plugging away.
Excuse me. Okay. Recreation report.
You have a copy of my report. Questions, I'll be glad to answer.
don't think so. Now, like I said, I was out at Sports Park last night. I really like seeing the adult leagues out there. It's brings back memories, but it's good to see people just use the place, taking advantage of it. Anybody have anything for Nick? Thanks, Nick. Fieldhouse report. John's here.
I believe you guys have a copy of the Fieldhouse report. Nothing crazy to report, just it did kind of spike and get pretty hot the last few weeks, so we saw an uptick there. But so our dead time is when it's kind of spring and fall, and now that it's hot, people are acclimated to the AC and they like it, a nice cool building, so they've moved back in. And then we've got summer camp rolling, so it's always keeps our days interesting. Yeah, we're moving well.
Numbers are pretty good, pretty steady from last year. Bye, everything. John? Thank you. Community Center.
You guys have my report, yeah, just let me know.
Again, overall, I thought the numbers were,
Leveling off.
yeah, leveling off, but holding steady. So that's always good. I always worry in the summer. I hate to see those numbers dip, but you're holding steady.
They usually do though every summer.
Yeah.
They dip down.
Okay. Anything for Sharon? No. Okay. Any other business from the public? Any other business from the board or staff?
I have a question for Parks Department. Sports Park, how's that going with the baseball, softball? You get pretty well booked up?
Yeah, really well. So, like Jeff said, we had our biggest tournament out there last weekend. We're wrapping up the spring and summer season of tournament play here in mid to late July. And then we've got some different things scheduled there in August, and then the fall ball season starts in September. So the weekends are going really well. The weeknights, Nick's got most of the diamonds booked for team practices, like every night, Monday through Thursday. So it's good. It's great.
Putting it to good use, sounds good.
Yes, absolutely. It's used by a lot of different user groups. So.
I forgot to ask you, Nick, when's the next pickleball session start?
It starts 2 weeks from Wednesday.
There's a rumbling out there.
He saved his best performance for last night.
Thank you. Anything else from the board? Members should have received a copy of the claim register in the packets, unless there's any additions or corrections, it will stand as presented. And there's no other business coming before this board, this meeting is adjourned.